As ride-sharing giant Uber began to expand around the globe, it encouraged drivers to sign up for their app with promises of a better life.
If there's any country that stood to benefit from Uber's promises about a path to economic growth for a large portion of unemployed people, it was South Africa.
It's really hard to find a job that pays, well, not pay, but you would make as much as Uber, which is not really much, but in SA it's decent,
I basically got off the plane and started getting into Uber cars and striking up conversations, and South Africans love to talk, so I heard a lot of stories, and unfortunately a lot of those stories were very dark and very bleak.
Many drivers in Cape Town rent the cars they make their living in, and after Uber's commission, much of what's left goes to car payments and gas.
The typical Uber driver in South Africa is driving 12 plus hours a day, and they are still barely making ends meet.
No, it's not good money. It's not a good money because we buy expensive petrol, and the Uber, still taking that commission the same.
They're also carrying a ton of risk. Timothy is a driver, so when he was picking up passengers and dropping them off in the area of rival taxi operators, they surrounded his car, and he describes a situation where he was taken from his car and put into another car and taken somewhere private where he says the police couldn't interfere with what they were doing.
So as they said to me, if you don't give me 5,000 cash, we're gonna burn you and we burn a car.
Who was this?
We're the taxi drivers, these taxi drivers.
Yeah.
Timothy was released only after the man he rents his car from paid the kidnappers the equivalent of $300.
Uber didn't create this problem of violence in Cape Town, but problems that are endemic to Cape Town were magnified for a lot of these people who chose to get in a car and drive for Uber.
In several countries, including South Africa, Uber introduced the option of paying for rides with cash. The company saw an opportunity to increase ridership among people without bank accounts or credit cards.
Having cash in Uber cars in these places that tend to be more violent creates an opportunity for criminals. There are, in Cape Town, gangs who quickly realized that they could order an Uber with the press of a button on their phone and have a car pull up to them that had cash inside of it.
Many drivers complained that cash made their jobs even more dangerous.
Ultimately, Uber decided to give drivers the option of having cash payments in their car or not. For a lot of drivers, this was a very tough decision because you're suddenly putting the burden of whether or not they're going to accept more risk.
In a statement to the Washington Post, Uber said it has taken steps to improve driver safety in South Africa, including the ability to reject cash transactions, more upfront information in the app about passenger destinations, and a button drivers can press to call emergency security and medical services.
And a lot of the times that you raise questions to even drivers in South Africa about, why are you doing this job? Why would you take on this risk? The answer that you get is it's better than nothing. It's better than no job.